How's it going, guys? Matt here with Carolina Coops. Welcome to Video Chicken. To my left is my host, Kristen Warren.
I think this one really could be a male.
Oh, we got one that's hatching? This show is for you guys. This is the bass fiber. Y'all know chickens are the gateway drug into homesteading.
We survived with only one trip to the ER.
Coyotes are everywhere.
It's about time you show up, Matt.
Uh-huh.
It's a great straw.
It is time, finally, for chicken police. They defecate every 12 seconds. Is that true? Now it is officially noon because the buzzer went off.
Well, I've never counted.
Long
More
road.
coops
That's a good one with the courts and everything.
and more chickens.
Well, the math you do now, Daddy, is chicken math.
Calm down, Matt.
But-
Calm down. Hello.
See? It's just that simple, Ingrid. You don't have to touch any extra buttons. That is the beauty of having an Apple computer, I would like to say. Ingrid is Apple bashing today heavily. Anyways, what's going on, guys? Welcome to Video Chicken Live. It is July 29th, 2022. Coming to you live from our beautiful North Carolina headquarters in Creedmoor, North Carolina. To my left,
Hello.
well in advance on time today.
Barely.
Well, no, is my co-host Kristen, our chicken expert, and welcome.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, Ingrid was starting to get a little nervous too.
I always send you guys my ETA.
I know, but
So you don't have to
you were
sweat it?
late on your ETA.
Oh,
So
I was in the yard there.
Oh, I thought you were about to say you're in Chick-fil-A.
No, I was
and
going to
you
say
didn't bring
chicken yard, but it's not really
the
chicken
chicken
yard
yard.
here.
Good morning, Ingrid.
Good morning.
How are you?
I'm Peachy.
So, Ingrid, I tell you, you guys don't get to see it. I wish she would come on camera more often. Just so vibrant with the beautiful purple hair.
Mm-hmm.
Doing an outstanding job. So, it's Friday.
Welcome, everyone.
I don't know where this week. I tell you, we had the busiest week, I think, this week in Carolina Coops
You had
history.
a productive week.
Yeah. It probably was the most productive week we've ever had.
Why is that?
I'm not going to get into secrets and details because, again, I'm being told more people are copying us. So I'm just going to clam up, shut up.
No, we produce chicken coops.
Yeah, imagine that.
A whole bunch of them.
Yeah. It's working.
Yes.
It's working. And, you know, there's a big debate right now inside the shop.
Uh-huh.
Because we have two shops, New York and North Carolina. New York's behind. New York is really behind. North Carolina, according to Carrie at the front desk, we are 4 weeks ahead of schedule now.
What?
4 weeks ahead of schedule.
I think that's a first in Carolina Coops history.
Oh, God,
Wait,
yeah.
we mean ahead of schedule.
Ahead of schedule, meaning next week we're building coops that were scheduled for September in the beginning of August. So what do? Do you just keep pumping them out so that the sales team, Kristen and Mackenzie and Nan, so people don't have to wait so long for their American coops? Or
do you slow down?
no, hell no, you don't slow it. You never.
Well, I was wondering what the or was going to be.
I was going to say the customers wouldn't care for that.
No, you never take your foot off the pedal, no matter what. Or do you start bringing coops down from New York to help shorten the lead time up there? What do? You know what my answer is? I think you guys know me well. My dad knew. He said it immediately. Both. Hello. Of course. All right, what's going on, guys? So we got a fun show today. Of course, there's always a fun show.
We think it's fun.
Yeah, it's to rooster or not to rooster. Is that correct?
That is the question.
So we're going to be talking about cocks today is what I'm hearing.
Oh my God! Now
Roosters.
Now we're gonna get the porn stuff coming
I
immediately.
just really wanted to see if that really does. I don't think it does.
Really?
Roosters.
Yes.
Roosters. To have a rooster or not to rooster. And I tell you, it gets it. I mean, there's a lot of touchy subjects when it comes to chickens. And roosters are one of them for sure. I know I have my opinion, my stories of roosters.
I've had my experience.
Yeah, we know that. So anyways.
Pitted me up against the HOA.
No. Oh, okay.
I think that's what started the whole mess.
So we're going to give everyone time to come in and please say hello. If you have any questions, please leave that in the comments section. As always, we are actually here for you guys. We do this. It's brought to you by Carolina Coops. Thank you, Carolina Coops. So we can answer any and all questions that you have regarding coop building, chicken questions, and I love if we can get on some tangents.
I
We
believe
never-
we're talking about hot weather for chickens too, or what to
Yes.
do with your chickens.
Yeah,
during
because
hot weather.
last week's no. When did we have Lisa on?
Yeah, it was like 3 weeks ago because we missed a show.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Yeah, we were going to talk about like summer tips for chickens, keeping your chickens cool and stuff. So we have some.
Yeah, so summer tips, which reminds me of a show coming up. We're gonna call it Just the Tips.
What?
Is that wrong too?
Again,
Yeah, Ingrid thought it was a great idea.
it was just, I
Wait,
laughed.
what?
I
Yes.
chuckled.
What is that show going to be about?
Tips.
Oh, tips.
tips.
All sorts of tips.
Pro tips,
Okay,
coop
okay.
tips, chicken tips. I mean, that's what the whole freaking show is about anyways.
Yeah.
Anyways, so
Sometimes we go back to basics. Sometimes it's the tips.
yes, so to Rooster, not to Rooster, but please, if you have any questions whatsoever, please leave them in the comment section. And if you don't have any questions, please just say hi, tell us where you're watching from, and please be very kind and share the show. I want to keep it growing. We have noticed a theme over the year now that we've been doing this show. You guys love when we're out in the shop or we're out on site and you actually get to see stuff. So I think we need to continue doing
Yeah.
that more. I know.
I love doing that.
And I appreciate the pressure put on Nan to get the coop out there. And I think,
I think that would be a great show to do our own chicken coop here in the front yard.
yeah, chicken coops.
Yeah. Oh,
Yes.
ooh,
Yeah,
that's
I'm
even
gonna put a
better.
6x8 x Carolina. I'm gonna put it all out there. I don't care. It's all going out there. It's gonna be like a carnival of chicken coops out in the front yard.
Yeah.
Yes, why not? It just makes sense.
And we can garden around them.
You guys can garden. I love gardening. I love the thought of gardening. Speaking of gardening, I saw something. I sent it to you.
What?
Something I saw on TikTok, which my fascination, my love for electronics and electricity, and I do believe there's energy that we just still don't understand. Apparently, I don't know if this is old school or new school, like to till, not to till. All right, you guys know where I'm going with this? Did you even watch it?
You know, I accidentally deleted TikTok off my phone.
Yeah,
And-
okay.
No, I free up space.
Uh-huh. Oh, what's the matter with your Android? Dude. All right, so that you can jam a antenna, a copper rod, a conductor down into the soil, and that'll help the plants to grow. Have you guys ever heard of this?
No.
Comfrey kind of does that though.
Comfrey.
Comfrey
Into
go-
the mic, into the mic, into the mic.
Oh, hello.
See, imagine
Hello.
that. Thank you.
Well, those are, comfrey and dandelions, those are plants with long tap.
What is comfrey?
It's a plant,
You
and
should have some.
and it has a long tap root, and in doing so, it gets a lot of the nutrients from the soil. And then it's a very vigorous plant, and you can cut the plant and use it as mulch because the leaves supposedly has those nutrients from the soil. And the
To
chicken,
bring the nutrients from deep.
All right,
in the
well,
earth
here's someone
out
on
to the
TikTok that
surface.
swears up and down you can just put this copper rod, like a grounding rod, I would call it, into the soil, and it actually helps energize the plants. Anyways, not sure if you guys ever heard of it, and there's a term for it. I'll bring it up before the end of the show. I got to find it.
Okay.
Also, I had we got Beth watching right now. Beth Farrell, one of our future customers
Beth.
coming up out in North Carolina. I never got a chance to finish what sparked that conversation this morning. She attempted to call you. She sent me a message. She goes, "Kristen's phone's offline." Beth, I never got to finish telling you that it's actually not.
That's my
but-
voicemail.
yeah, that's her voicemail for certain reasons, and it worked apparently. Anyways, all right. So I hope you guys are having a great day. Let's go ahead and get started. And again, if you have any questions, leave it in the comments, or even comments. Leave it in the comments.
Yep.
All right.
Here we go.
Yes, and if you don't have anything to say, please at least say hi and where you're watching from. And click that share button or whatever it is you guys are seeing in front of you. Make sure you're helping promote the show. We definitely appreciate it.
So Lisa says that she has 2 roosters, but only 4 hens currently. So I have a bachelor pad, and only 1 rooster is allowed to free range with the girls each day. I rotate them. Unfortunately, the only 2 chicks that we've been able to hatch were both roosters, so we have to give them away. We had to give them away.
All right, so let's start off with a very common question.
The numbers game.
Well, even before the numbers game,
What?
we got to step back because we forget these things. It is not cold in here. I am about to start sweating.
I am chilly.
Ingrid is putting on her sweater.
So lucky. A question we get all the time: do you or do you not have to have a rooster in order to have a successful backyard flock of chickens?
Or to have eggs.
Well, right.
That is one of the number
Right.
one
Do
questions.
I have? That's what I meant by
Yeah.
successful. I was trying not to narrow it down to the eggs, but the eggs are an important thing. And the answer is
No.
no, you don't. And quite honestly, we are huge fans of saying you don't want a rooster. You know, roosters serve two purposes, right? Two. Only two. Us men have two jobs in life. That's it. When you really think about it. And
I'm
I'll
not
tell you what.
disagreeing with that.
And I tell you what, and this is happening. This is the future of the human race, because I learned that as an exterminator, you can watch the evolution of bugs because they reproduce so fast, and probably even with bacteria, our expert scientists out there would agree. Men are just pretty much useless, and that's what's happening. You only need them for one thing: reproduction and protection. And I know I'm probably just pissed off some people. I don't need a man to protect, but is what the rooster's job is to protect and mate. Right? Is there any other reasons for a rooster?
You can use some of their feathers
Into
for fly
the mic.
fishing.
Into the mic. I'm gonna help you out because we have this in
Okay. You can use some of their feathers for fly fishing.
They are beautiful.
You can use chicken feathers for fly fishing.
The rooster ones are long.
Okay.
There's something about them that make them better for fly fishing.
Okay. You know what it is too? Because you refuse to wear your earbuds. You don't hear the difference in your audio. I do. So another reason why now, yep. So, but thank you. So, and I'm sure everyone agrees. Yes, I hear Kristen crystal clear now. That is a good point. We should make an official pros and cons list to roosters. And that is a good one. Not that it probably has a lot of merit for a lot of people, but that is a good point. That is a good point. I got a friend of mine that ties his own ties. Actually, a couple friends. And you're right. But in general, the reason to have a rooster is to protect your flock and to reproduce.
Right?
Yeah. So the second thing is, well, okay, if I am going to have a rooster, how many hens do I need? One rooster per hen?
No.
No? What is that magical number?
I've heard 20. I mean, there's some leeway.
What is
there.
the industry standard number?
Every time you say industry standard, I have this image of a bunch of hens in front of books looking.
Maybe that should be our book we write one day. The Industry Standard by Carolina Coops. And there's hens maybe typing away. So
Who
one
is this industry standard
Yeah,
committee?
it's my way of saying, okay, 'cause I believe we're going to be doing YouTube Chicken Police today. It's the people on YouTube that, you know,
They are creating the standard?
You didn't let me finish.
I love to interrupt you.
The general, as you should, the general comments out there, and you take the average of everyone's answer. And when you read the books, you know, we love reading books and reading what the experts have to say. They say one rooster for every 10 hens minimum.
Yeah, I would say that's a minimum.
Yeah, I had
Sorry,
no
Lisa.
idea. I mean, I had no idea of that. That's not like common knowledge.
Really?
Really?
Yeah. Because, I mean, I did a lot of, well, I wasn't looking to get a rooster, but I only heard that from you guys. That's not
Oh,
something
you can go up to 20 or more.
Well, of
and
course.
still have fertilized eggs.
Oh,
like
definitely,
he gets around.
but I think what we don't hear is that you shouldn't have a rooster if you have less than, you know what I mean? If you have a
Right.
flock of 5, you probably shouldn't have one.
Those hens are going to
Yes.
be torn up. They're going to be miserable, stressed, and it's awful. And then there's always that one unicorn hen.
Yeah. The favorite.
The favorite that just gets pounded all day long. It is awful. It is awful. I'll never forget doing a coop in
Ingrid's
Florida.
wincing.
Well, I mean, it's true. Okay? It is awful. It even bothered us. And I see, well, I got some employees watching, and they were there with me in Florida, and she had 3 or 4 roosters, and she loved her roosters. She loved her chickens. She's amazing with her chickens, but all day long.
When I had a rooster, I noticed when I let them out in the morning, the hens would run. It would look like they were running for their lives. And the rooster would come out and he would do his little dance and go after each one of them. And they're all trying to get away.
Yeah, it's like at the nightclub.
Oh,
Yeah.
So here's
a
a
funny
question.
image, too.
Here's a question. Is that like constant with roosters? Because like with,
No.
for instance, like dogs.
first thing in the morning, that
No,
is for
but
sure.
I mean,
whoa,
like-
is what constant with the roosters?
No, I mean like for like dogs, for instance.
Okay.
And I'm not. Believe me, I am all about spay and neuter. Spooter your pets. But you know, dogs, like female dogs, go into heat. So, are there times when, like, would a rooster? Are there certain times
no.
that it's just constant?
All day long.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, it
Okay.
doesn't shut off.
Because the rooster mates and fertilizes the next 10 eggs.
Who knows that term? I bet you know it. Don't say it. Do you know the term? Yes, you do.
Insemination?
No, the technical the technical term for what that's called when a rooster mates with a hen.
What is it?
I'm curious if anyone now no cheating though. Would anyone know? There's no prize before you ask. I did want to do a prize today, and that reminds me. Don't let me forget to talk about something. I'll remember Evan one day. He's
Don't
like,
forget to tell me to talk about something.
Yes.
I know, really.
That's so vague.
I know.
That's really going to help you remember.
Yeah.
Why don't you write it down on your little notepad over
I
there?
pointed. Anyways, I remember working with Evan, and he goes, "Man, it's something. It's something." I was driving him nuts, and he finally remembered. I wonder if anyone knows what that's called.
There's a term for the mating.
There's a
between
term for it, and I wonder, without Googling, does anyone know that answer? I want to see it in the comments if you
You
know
have
it.
to do the honor system there.
It's 2 words. Yeah, well, I mean, there's no prize, so I'm not going to worry about the honor. Okay, so speaking of a prize, before I forget, last night I shared with our hemp supplier. They loved last week's video, by the way. They said, yes, Matt, we tell people all the time, 33 pounds is not 11 cubic feet, for starters. They love the idea of dropping the golden eggs
Nice.
into the bales of hemp. So no one's going to know. No one's going to know which bale has the golden egg in it. So it's going to get shipped here. We fulfill the orders. Goes into a beautiful box, gets sent to the customer, and you have the potential when you're opening up your bale of hemp and dumping it into your chicken coop, wherever you're using it, the horse stall, we don't care. If you...
Your bedroom.
Oh my God, no. I don't want to know. No.
Is that what drawers are for?
That you could win something. And I'm telling you, I want it big. I really do want a big prize. But also, I get it. I don't want to just do one. I think it'd be fun to do like 25 eggs, a quarter, something like that.
Yeah,
and
we
you
should
win.
have lots of prizes.
Yeah, so if
like
you guys
the
have
lottery.
Yes.
Well, somebody
the
had said
scratch
something
off.
about like a gift card, a gift certificate towards something here, which is like marketing wise, that's always a good thing. You can bring people back to your site, buy merchandise, buy a water bar or whatever, or
How about just a
gift card.
gift card? You know, to I don't know. I can't wait to do this. They thought it was a great idea, so I'm very thankful for that. So it is coming. It is coming. It is coming. And I will let you guys know officially when.
Good.
Because why not have some fun? Everyone I've talked to said it is a great idea. But inside this egg will be the prize or the ticket. So I've been doing some research on that. Anyways, moving on. Has anyone figured out what is that called when a rooster is mating with a hen? Not real important. Okay, so well, you're just scrolling through a lot of
Well,
comments.
you wanted me to find. I'm trying to find. Oh my God.
Look it. You guys are doing good.
Great comments. Great comments.
Yes, I appreciate the comments. All right, so we're talking about roosters, to have roosters or not to have roosters, and and I'll be honest with you, roosters are beautiful, but so are your hens. You know, my opinion, a rooster has 2 jobs: to protect and mate. That's it. And it is extremely stressful to the hens. So I am not a fan of having roosters. So that is a negative or a positive. But
They are noisy as well.
they are noisy, extremely noisy. However, do you know how many times I have people say they love that
You
noise?
know, I love the noise from a distance.
Yeah, I do
don't
too.
like the noise right outside my bedroom window.
Yeah. I would agree with that because every time I go to a flock swap, I'm like, I love like it just cracks me up. But if
Or how about? Sorry,
what's
go
that?
on. Inside joke.
Oh. Well, speaking of which, that tap, tap, tap. The other morning I was hearing tap, tap, tap. And I was like, what is going on? Why am I hearing this? And I said to Sean, my husband, I was like, what is that noise? What is that? I said, you hear it? Is someone doing construction? It turned out my damn chickens were tapping on the side of the house. They're picking at the paint. They're picking one of the, I guess because it was so wet and everything, the whatever, the plank, like the hardy plank type of thing on the side of the house. They're pecking at it.
Okay, so let's be clear. They're not pecking at the chicken coop.
No, my
They're
house.
Hardy plank.
Yeah, like
Here is why I do not like hardy planks.
well, it's not hardy plank. It's whatever that came on the house. So it's,
It's probably a type of hardy plank. And hardy what is
either
this?
that or it's asbestos.
This is my my chicken purse.
Oh, this is new. Did you have this made?
Is there a chicken in there?
Oh,
This is what I took to the HOA meeting.
There's a chicken in there. I can't believe you've had it in here all this time.
Exactly.
You never cease to amaze me. Folks,
I
we
had
are
this
live.
at the
This is real.
I had this at the Chick-fil-A meeting. I mean, not Chick-fil-A.
Please don't bring a live chicken to a Chick-fil-A meeting. That would be bad.
At the HOA meeting, and no one knew that I had chickens with me. It was just, I didn't have a chance to pull them out and tell everyone.
Oh my goodness. Look at a
Oh,
frizzle.
little frizzle.
This is a rooster.
What's up, dude?
And that was my
Wow.
other question. Besides the fact that you just totally stole my thunder about my chickens.
Love the
pecking on my
black and
house.
white. Yeah.
But-
well,
Oh, look, we're both wearing black and white.
and I swear to God, we don't plan
And I
this.
pulled
It
a
is
black and white rooster out of my purse.
So weird. He's
Would-
gorgeous.
Would
Now, what gives it away that's a rooster? We're going to get back to you, Ingrid. Hold on.
I have a question about the rooster.
Oh, go ahead, Ingrid. I'll get back to your question.
No, I was just wondering, team over there,
Don't make me spit my coffee.
if you do want a rooster, would this like a Bantam frizzle be like not a very offensive rooster?
You know, I don't know if they mate with the full-size hens. I
I
really
guess
don't
that's my
know.
question.
Why not?
Look how cute he is. Oh my god.
This is the one that my daughter Elise has trained. Like, she actually took naps with him, and we'd sit there and watch TV at night with her little rooster pet.
So this is like a real docile,
This
used
one
to
is,
human.
and he hasn't crowed yet. I think he squeaked a little.
Okay, so what is the official breed of this? You can tell it's a frizzle. Okay, and if you're not sure why, you can see how the feathers are reversed.
He is I think he's a frizzle. I just got fertilized eggs from somebody, so I don't know what he
Whatever
is,
hats,
but
whatever.
I think he's a Sarama frizzle. Because he's not a cochin. Does he have feathers on his feet?
No.
No,
Nope.
so cute.
You see the big old tail feathers.
Mm-hmm.
He's starting to fall asleep. He's like, oh, okay.
No, he's eyeing you.
So you
What's
just,
his name?
Oh no, he's eyeing you. His eyes closed over here. Thank you. What is his name?
She calls him vodka.
Vodka.
I don't know why.
Do you have another one in there named Tito's?
Let me see.
Oh, so let's pull out another chicken. This is like a magic trick. Are they gonna are they gonna start mating right here on the show?
God. Give me
Would
that,
that-
one.
Here, hold this one.
Oh my god.
Is this a pigeon?
These are full size.
Oh my god. I need.
And
That's another rooster.
These are siblings, and you can tell the difference. Look, one's a rooster, one's a female.
Look at you. Now this is a chicken show, folks.
And look, there's hemp in the bottom of my purse.
I have
That
to
is some
say,
good-looking hemp.
I have to say, Kristen was totally prepared for class, and I'm impressed.
Yes. Very good. Wow. So what is the breed here?
Are those Saramas or
Yeah,
are they
these
game
are from
bantams?
my friend Mark, the Bantam breeder, and I think they're porcelain.
Duclay? No.
No,
They are beautiful. I love the different
they're Old English game because that's all he does.
I don't think they're Saramas.
No, and they're clean-legged.
They do look clean, like they haven't been walking through poop or anything like that.
And how old are those two?
Come on, someone.
Actually, they probably came out of his mixed. He had arm surgery or shoulder surgery, and he didn't have his breeding pens organized with the right roosters. So they're who knows what they are.
What
But
does
they're cute.
clean-legged mean for our viewers that aren't
they,
sure?
They don't have feathered feet
Thank you.
like a cochin.
You didn't pick up on my joke.
No, what'd you say?
I said, oh yeah, their feet are pretty clean.
Oh, they are though.
Because they've been in her purse.
So we got two cocks next to each other. Are they going to start fighting?
I don't think so.
No.
How old are those siblings?
Is this the unicorn?
No, they haven't. I haven't seen any crowing or mating yet.
Oh, so they're just not. At
They're
sexual
almost
maturity.
ready though.
All right. Well, great job.
But this is a great demonstration. These are siblings. This is a great demonstration of being able to identify the rooster.
Yeah, the comb.
Here's
Yeah, in
another
in this case.
question.
Yes.
Would roosters mate with their siblings?
Yes.
So they don't care. Do you, as a breeder, have to keep that gene pool? Like, I don't know.
Yeah, as a breeder, it is your responsibility to bring in, a different bloodline.
Right.
All right.
All right.
Right.
So
I'm trying to get
No,
the rooster.
gr-
I have questions.
great question. I see a lot of our viewers have questions. Let's get to the viewers. Let's change up the screen. People get really, really bored.
I'm serious about the hemp. I have hemp in the bottom of the purse.
You sure do. Anyways, they're great. I can't believe my daughter's not barging in through the door, wanting to see them, or Gus isn't going crazy. All right, so What have we? Let's recap. Roosters. Do you need them for a backyard flock? No. Especially, some people think, well, in order to get eggs, I got to have a rooster. No, you do not. Why have a rooster? Protection.
If you want to make your own chicks. I only had a rooster during the chick shortage of COVID.
Reproduction.
Early COVID.
And then if you're a big fly fisherman, you want to make your own ties. Tie your own flies, I should say. Some people love the crowing. Some people hate the crowing. But I can tell you, I am not a fan of it because you want the eggs. Most people do. And roosters just tear up the hens.
But would a little bantam, would it go after only another bantam? We don't know. Do you know?
I don't know.
I
might find out, though.
I kind of think of myself as a bantam rooster sometimes.
Well, let's not personalize
I don't
this,
discriminate.
Shall we?
I think everyone's getting a little uncomfortable right now.
That's the point. I don't know. All right. So questions. Yeah. So Ingrid, I see a lot of questions and comments.
So the question from Great Dunning-Kruger might be early on, but have you heard or know how to get city regulations to allow roosters?
No. I wouldn't even try it.
Yeah, it's hard enough to get them to allow chickens, and typically they all say no roosters.
Right.
And that's the only way to get them to agree, really.
And I'll be honest with you, I don't blame them. I hate the crowing. Drives me nuts.
Oh my God, he's so cute. I kind of want that one.
Okay.
Okay, no, I didn't say that. Take that back because it's gonna.
No, you said it. I think we have it on
Show
record.
up
in
tonight.
my coop.
Yeah, we've been through that down
No.
that road before.
I don't want to get divorced.
So it was Sean that was mad.
Well, it was hard to have Bernie just by herself.
The one that I dropped off.
Yeah, it's very hard to introduce one hen to the flock. I would not recommend it. It was very stressful for all of us.
Oh, Dee Dee Newman, or Dee Dee N, I should say, a customer of ours. I have never owned a rooster and cannot have them anyway in my HOA. I don't need one. My ladies do fine. Thank you, Matt, for your help on my auto coop door. It seems to be working fine now.
Yep.
Dee Dee, thank you.
What was the problem with that?
Well, I want to. You know what the problem was?
What?
I'll be. The truth be told, for whatever reason, and I do need to follow up with my guys. They apparently did not put in 4 screws. I don't know if they just didn't come with a kit and they didn't realize they had to go in there. But here's a story about that. If you guys are experiencing the same thing out there, I promise you there is a solution. They can fix it. They were not happy with their auto chicken door, the one that we love, the one that we sell, the Auto Guard.
The chicken guard.
Chicken Guard. And she said she got so frustrated with it that they didn't want to use it anymore. I'm like, no, it works. Something's wrong. So her and her husband took the time, got on FaceTime, and as soon as they explained to me what was going on, I had a feeling in a second what was going on. Long story short, yes, that's what it was. The rails on the auto chicken door, the Chicken Guardian, what stinks? Oh my God. Yeah. Oh my, that smells so bad. I'm already still a little nauseous about the whole mating with your sister thing.
That's because you and your sister don't get along.
My poor dad.
Oh my God.
It has to be installed correctly. So Dee Dee, I'm so thankful that it is working. If you guys out there having a problem with your auto door, don't give up on it. Just give us a call.
Yeah.
Maybe we need to do a troubleshooting video. We got a great video of assembling it.
I know.
Speaking of Ingrid doing work, is the merch on the website?
Yeah.
Yep.
And Jeff from the Carolina Coops owner forum said, "Ooh, I love the merch page," which he had to say because he kept bugging me about the merch.
Oh, there's Ingrid. Yay.
So, hey. What are you doing?
Stop.
What
please.
are you doing?
He's pulling up the merch
I
page.
wanted to do the merch page.
Why would you not let me navigate?
Because you were
Okay.
busy talking.
I
You're doing
can-
such a good job.
I can do 2 things at once because I'm a
Oh,
woman.
Oh. What's going on here? He's at the nightclub. Oh. He's about to get some.
What did you do, man?
I just
Dude.
bring up the Carolina Coops website, please.
I know. I had all this stuff done before the show.
Boom. Enter. Isn't that? Mm-hmm. All right.
I'm
so
trying not to hit my mic.
Yeah, please don't hit your mic. I have not seen. No, don't bring it up. Don't bring it up yet. Share the screen. Let's see the navigation of this beautiful Carolina Coops website real quick, so people can see it. And
Hang on. Where's this? Where screen?
Yep, and there.
Okay,
Yeah, there's the
no.
beautiful Ingrid.
How do we get back? We're still not back.
Yes, there's Ingrid busy working behind the show.
Okay.
So we're gonna
You
bring.
have to change that.
Oh, I thought you can do two things at once. I thought you were about to do it. No, nothing. Okay.
So how come it didn't come up?
I don't know.
See?
See what? Stop. I got this.
Oh, the Mac works perfect.
Oh, it does. So I want to share. I want to share them. I want to share the
Okay.
scene locked, unlocked. Okay.
Okay, they're a self blue, Old English game bantam. These guys.
Oh. Like Midge, but not. She's not self blue.
Why does it keep bringing you up?
I don't
All right. So
know.
the merch is on the website, and that is so. I know why.
This is so fascinating for everybody listening
It is.
and watching.
Well, I'm so happy to hear that the merch is on the website. Okay, so
It
that's good
is.
to know.
It is.
That is good to know. We should perfect that screen sharing.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. But anyway, I think Jeff felt like he had to say something nice because I was giving him a hard time because he kept saying, when's the merch going to be on?
Yes.
But it's on.
So speaking of Jeff and Paul that stopped by, if you guys own a Carolina Coop, whether it's a Carolina Coop, Merrick Coop, Homestead. Oh, speaking of Homestead,
Is it coming up?
that we got the first Homestead getting installed here soon. Yeah,
Texas,
I
right?
Yeah,
thought it didn't have to be installed. I thought that was the beauty of the homestead.
it doesn't have to be, but this customer's having it turnkey.
Nice.
I already forgot my point now.
Homestead.
Oh, go join the Carolina Coops owner for. What are you doing? No, I ask. I don't want to get pooped on. The
how
chicken's
cute
gonna
she
be.
is.
Oh, we have T-shirts here. You can change your clothes.
Speaking of shirts, we got more shirts coming in. Okay, so let's get back to the questions and comments.
So
Please.
Kathy Burns says electrolytes or not in chicken water.
I don't.
What's the definition of chicken water?
Well,
In
in
your
the
chicken's
water
water.
where the chickens would drink chicken water.
Okay, you can add electrolytes should
Yeah.
you feel necessary. I know that's a big thing when people get baby chicks. They throw in that little pack.
I think it's a hot weather question. Like Gatorade. Do chickens need Gatorade?
That's a lot of sugar,
I don't think people really need Gatorade, except in extreme circumstances.
especially with red number 5. Is that the dye that's only legal now in the United States?
I don't know.
I think.
What do you think, Ingrid?
Well,
I think that was.
I'm gonna go.
Okay, electrolytes are not in chicken water? Question mark.
I used
Okay.
it from when I had the baby chicks because I
Yeah.
lost the one chick and I was just nervous. You can use it in the summer when it's like extreme heat things. I think it would help. I certainly don't think it would hurt. Let's put it that way. I don't know if it will help. It wouldn't hurt to put the right ratio per water. They sell those little packets. I would.
I agree with that.
One of the things I can't wait to do out here, it is hot. It is hot in the Carolinas. We're going to have our coop set up there. I'm going to figure out how to cool that water. We got a couple ideas. I can't wait to implement it. And I think that'll make a huge difference. And I did discuss, speaking of water, what Paul mentioned in last week's show, right, about the nipples. And he's got to let me know if he saw a big difference because he said that our nipples are amazing compared to the resistance on the trigger on the CoopWorks waterer. So I'm not sure if anyone else has had any problems with that, but we definitely want to know.
So did he get one of our waterers too, or how does he
No,
know that?
he's gonna retrofit a couple of the nipples on his CoopWorks waterer and see if the chickens prefer one over the other.
Ah, he's doing a science. I love it.
Mm-hmm.
So Rudy says he has a broody hen that attacks me when I collect eggs, which is pretty much typical of a broody
Yes,
hen.
that's
It is.
Yeah.
I think I saw something where someone put a piece of cardboard on the top of their hand so they could just with a rubber band or something so
Yeah.
they could collect eggs.
Yeah, they're gonna.
Or you could probably use an oven mitt.
What do you call that? Chicken. What do you call that? The knights used to wear chainmail.
Chainmail?
Yeah.
Chainmail.
Chainmail, broody hen glove.
Oh, new merchandise.
New merch. I can't help it. It just comes to me. That's something we can. What are you doing? It is helping itch some parts of my back, though. Well, hold on. Julie says, I would love to have a rooster, but I'm too scared. I'll piss off my neighbors. LOL.
I wanted to actually get one for that purpose.
Of course you would.
But
Yeah,
the
you're
one
gonna-
neighbor.
The
but-
one neighbor.
Yeah, you're going to piss off your neighbors without a
Yes.
doubt, unless there's an exception. And I'll be honest with you, when you're in the city, I can't say I blame them. I don't want to give backyard chickens a bad name.
Oh my
Right.
God, that chicken on your shoulder is so freaking cute. It's ridiculous.
Well, which
Which
one?
one?
Yeah, exactly.
I can't see Kristen's. I see the little girl on Matt's shoulder, and she's just like looking.
This
and
one's nuzzling me.
oh my God. I feel a little left out that I don't have a chicken here.
I have a third one over here.
I know.
And I picked up this piece of scrap wood out of the parking lot. Makes a great perch, huh?
All right, moving on. Well, so to rooster or not to rooster? I mean,
So Amber says roosters are so awesome. If you live outside town limits, roosters will literally risk their lives to protect their flock.
that is true. That is their job. That is their job. I want to say my dad has a couple roosters, and he's asked me several questions. Hasn't he talked to you about
Yeah.
his roosters?
Yeah, he calls me sometimes.
IMO. What's IMO?
In my opinion.
In
No,
my
opinion. I love the sound of
In
that.
my opinion. IMO. Very good.
I have to be like with the kids with the with all the abbreves.
One of us has to be hip.
with all the abbreves that they're doing now. Yeah. So Rudy says he had a rooster sacrifice itself to a red-tailed hawk. He saved the flock for sure. Aw.
Yeah. And not to sell the ladies short, and I've seen you do a video where you had one of your mama hens protect the baby chicks from a dog.
Mm-hmm. I've had 2 mother hens go after a fox. I watched that one day
Yeah.
to protect their babies.
So you want to go to questions or?
Well, hold on. Mr. Dibna says, my chickens are moving the nest bedding to the sides until the plastic is showing. Put more hay in and then move that to the sides, and they lay the eggs on a plastic. Couple have broken.
Okay, this is what I know what he's talking about. So sometimes, and this happened to me, where they would make a nice bowl, but they kind of move it and then they expose.
Yes.
For me, it was wood, but you
Yes.
guys have the HDPE.
Yes.
So I use the aspen bedding mats.
Yep.
On the bottom,
Yep.
which you can find, Anthony, on our products we love. There's a link to it. You can buy them on Amazon. What happened?
I felt something drop down my back. Can you get that for me?
Breaking news.
I don't have a breaking. Do I have a breaking news thing?
Oh my gosh. Oh, you want me to
I have
get that?
I have a glockenspiel.
Oh my gosh.
Do you need another tissue?
No, I don't. I need a breaking news sound.
Isn't
effect.
that grossing you? Oh God. It's like the day I had
So anyway,
to
you
dump my
can buy
dad's.
you can buy those aspen the aspen bedding mats. I like to use those, and I still use the
Nesting
coastal-
material
yeah,
on top. Can they
on
get them
top.
on our website?
Yes.
Yes, thank you.
Under products we love.
Yes. So here's the story about high density inside the egg hutches. I'll be honest with you. I keep trying to get away from it. It's not needed, but our customers say otherwise. And they love the high density, and I don't like how slippery it is inside there. Yes, go ahead.
But I mine does not have it, and I kind of wish it did, and I'll tell you why.
I can't win. Go
No,
ahead, please.
I'll tell you the reason why. Because my chickens are older. I
Mm-hmm.
have older chickens, and I've had a lot of soft eggs. So I've had chickens that lay a soft egg that they sit on and it breaks, and it's harder to clean up the wood when the egg. The
Okay.
yolks than
High
it
density
does.
it is. You sold me on it.
That's
I would
all
think
I'm
that it
saying.
would be better. The high density would be better for prevention of mites, wouldn't it? Because the mites don't have the wood to hide in.
Well, if they get in between the plies, but that's one of the reasons. Like I see a sample of that Acre product, which I think we're about to switch to. I got it. We got to just hammer down a couple details, and they'll solve all those problems because the Acre product, which is 50% PVC, 50% rice hull, is 100% waterproof. So you have the benefits of high density polyethylene, but you can work it, paint it, stain it, cut it,
Ooh.
just like wood. You just cannot glue it like wood because it is mostly PVC or half PVC. So Mr. Dibna, we're going to say, check out the aspen netting or aspen nest mats,
Right.
put them in the bottom of your egg box, and then put your nesting material on top, and that will solve that problem.
Yep. That's what I do. And you get like 10 or 12 in a package, so you just store them for a while. What, Matt? You reading?
I am reading.
Are those aspen mats on our affiliate page?
Yes, they are products we love.
Nice.
That is Nan, or everyone. I did not know Nan was back.
I just got back.
Mission accomplished.
Mission accomplished.
Someone's got to have her ice. He gets around about 30 times each and every day, so better to have higher hen ratio.
That's her rooster.
Yes, I'm surprised it's not even more.
30 times.
Yeah, that's it. I would think 30 times an hour. It seems like every 2 minutes they're just going to town. And what's nasty, and I don't know if this is every case, but just what I've seen with my own eyes, their spurs, especially on your mature hens, they dig in and drive, and they open up the sides.
Ugh.
It's
That's
awful.
why you have those hen saddles, correct? Or is that
Yes. And again, you
Yeah.
shouldn't have to have hen saddles. Hens aren't meant to have a saddle. And then you got to get this blue stuff on there to help heal it or
Oh,
something.
yeah, the blue coat.
I don't know.
All right, it all sounds like a lot of work.
Huh.
Although those little bantams are adorable.
These are purse bantams.
What is tweeter? What?
Twitter pated.
What does that mean?
I don't know. Is that the
Yeah, that's an old-fashioned word for you're enamored by somebody, or
You guys and
you
your
have a
big
crush,
words. You
or
guys.
you're something like that.
How do you know these things?
So Shabby Paints, who gave us our sign off, says, since I'll be free ranging on 3 acres, should I get a rooster for protection? We have owls and hawks. Okay, never mind. You just talked me out of it.
Get a dog. Get a dog.
I don't know.
Yeah. Yes. Get a dog. Get a dog. Train the dog to protect your flock. That is the best thing to do. Put the animals on the payroll. I wouldn't with the roosters. I think the dogs, very successful. Your donkey. Get a donkey. Donkeys are very successful. What?
No, I
It's
love
very
donkeys.
true. Yes, me too. So does Nan. I bought plastic liners from Best Nest Box and put in bottom of nesting box and added the mats. Carolina Coops recommended they tear up the mat.
I thought for a half a second you were going to say that you bought me a donkey.
Well, now you know what to get Nan for her
Oh,
birthday.
she is upset. We went house shopping. All right, here's a little behind the story. I don't know if I told you. We're looking for a house finally down here in the Carolinas. All right, long story short, we go to this farm that used to be a amusement park back in the 60s. All right. Anyways, so we're walking down. Here's one of the big ponds, and there's a chain link fence going through the pond. I asked the owner, I said, what's the chain link fence for? She goes, that was for the walrus. So I'm like, walrus? What in the world? Of course, we come back. We tell Nan about the house. She goes, well, I don't want it unless it comes with a walrus. True story. You want to change that
Verified.
up? Yes. So,
What?
All right, what else?
yes, moving on. So you can't see the comments on that page.
I
Just
just
so you
wanted to change it up. For
I know.
People that don't want to read comments on the.
But they do. I think people love to see the comments. Let me know. That reminds me. This reminds me something big. I did not do my homework.
We got 100.
Can you also remind me? 110. What's going on, guys? And actually, yes. Welcome to Video Chicken Live. It is already 12:44, and we're just rambling here about roosters. Do you have roosters? Should you not have roosters? Kristen brought in some bantam hens, or a bantam hen and a couple
These
roosters.
are purse bantams.
Purse bantams. Yeah, of course, you're just going to throw them in your purse. Please leave your questions and comments down in the comments section. Today, we're talking about should you have roosters, should you not? But, of course, we're here to answer any and all questions you have. Chicken coops, chickens related. And, again, if you don't have any questions or comments, please just say hi. Let us know where you're watching from. Please click that share button. We really do appreciate it.
So Dahlia from Chickenlandia, who we love,
Yes.
said,
she's great.
Yeah, I know. She said this is a hot topic and she has feelings about it because I know she has roosters.
We need to bring her back on the show again.
Yeah.
She is a ball of energy.
I know.
She's got beautiful glasses.
And
great
she's
knowledge.
got beautiful chickens and she's so
The
good with-
chickens are cool too, yeah.
She does.
Chickens are
And
always
she's
cool.
got a couple of roosters and maybe she could answer my bantam rooster question because I think she has both.
Has anyone answered what it's called?
Oh.
I haven't seen it yet. I'll just tell you that. I know someone out there knows the answer
What
without
is it?
cheating. I'm not going to say it. Yeah. Maybe towards the end of the show. And I got to remember how to pronounce it. We just got 14 young chicks, very new at this, all hands. You are going to love it,
Yay.
Betty.
Oh, and Kim
Welcome
asked,
to the chicken community.
Yes.
Kim asked, how can I safely add 3 hens? There's a couple of blogs on the website about it because I've done it multiple times. But yeah, I mean, adding hens to your flock is also, the more room you have, the better it is.
Mm-hmm.
So
Definitely.
I have not a ton of room, so my girls tend to be very possessive and very mean. so I keep them separate. That's how I would do it.
Still Meadow Farm Girl says, I wanted to share how much I loved your involvement with the prison. Thank you. How about doing a similar project with inner cities? We do, and would love to do it more. That is a real huge passion of mine that I hope to do more in the future. That it is sad how many of these kids have no idea where eggs even come from. And that is, in my opinion, just a sign of a broken system. We are failing our children, and they love chickens at their school. I'll never forget, my favorite was in the inner city of Denver at a Catholic school, and all the kids came running out, sitting around the coop doing a science project that was related to the chickens inside the coop, and they're all in their little Catholic uniforms and just so well behaved, just so happy. And yeah, we definitely would love to do that more. Do I hear peeping? All right, so we got it. Yeah, these are some old comments. We're getting caught up, man. Remember, it's always girls before boys. Ooh, Kim says, my bantam mates with all my full-size hens and has fertilized eggs. No problem. Yeah, you go,
interesting.
boy. Hey, before I forget, it is 12:45.
That-
You said you got a comment. You got a couple comments from the YouTube Chicken Police.
Oh, yes, I do.
Mm-hmm. Well, can
Don't
we get to it?
Don't forget that I have some warm weather tips, but okay.
Yeah, and you have something to share.
I got all kinds of things to share, and I need a personal assistant again to remember to keep me on.
Now I can't find my. Go ahead, speak among yourselves.
Yeah, I don't know what you're doing. You're distracting me.
I think
going
she
right
has
to YouTube.
the warm what? Oh, or the chicken police. Is
Yeah.
that what we're doing?
Do you want? It was just a couple of comments that I thought you would enjoy.
Mm-hmm. You got to share the damn screen.
Mm-hmm.
Come on. All right, bear with us, folks. We're going to share the screen. I want you to see it. Just Ingrid does a phenomenal job at our website.
Right, but this isn't our website. This is YouTube.
I was going to get there, and you two also have a lot to do with our YouTubes. All right, go ahead. What is it?
Oh, okay. I was checking out.
Woo! Look at Lisa. Calling me sexy with the beard. I
Yeah.
actually got a lot of negative comments about the beard.
Oh no, I thought you got that video with you in Michigan with the big coop and you had the big beard. You've gotten more beard comments.
Yeah?
The chicks dig it.
Should I rock the beard again?
It says nice coop, but that beard is awesome sexy. That's what Lisa
Aw.
said.
All right.
Lisa
Now, what does it
Breckenridge.
mean with the smiley face upside down? Is there a hidden message in there, like the upside down pineapple, or what's going on there?
I don't know.
I don't know. We're
I'm
not that hip.
Yeah, we're really not that hip. So Alaska Night on the.
Oh, here we go. This ought to be good.
This is the coop that you did, the Craftsman duck chicken coop combination. 7:15 and I'm done. That is, he's referring to the time, or she, I don't know. Raises duck house roof and shows system to slash face and eyes off. Serious safety issue to have raw corrugated roofing at eye level. There was more here. Probably a $20,000 coop. Nope. And also quarterway around the outside. Slow, talky, more walk next time. Not a fan. This person's not a fan.
He's jealous. Listen, yeah, now I get it about the metal roofing. And I know one day we are going to solve it so that we 100% prevent from someone ever cutting themselves. But it is metal, and you got to be mindful. But here's the thing people don't understand. When it comes to metal, unless you run full speed into it, which I'm sure someone has done, yeah, you're going to cut yourself. Don't run full speed head first into your chicken coop, into the metal. Metal is sharp when you leave the burrs. There's no burrs on the metal. You can technically run your hand along it at a normal force and not cut yourself. You're going to cut yourself more with a butter knife. You know, so I get it.
Well, this was in reference to the duck coop,
and-
which is on hydraulics, which goes up very slowly.
Yes. So in regards to the duck house, that is not at eye level. And then when you lift it up, it's completely out of the way. And it's actually on gas struts.
Yeah.
So as much as I love hydraulics, and I would love to say, yes, there's hydraulics, but you're right.
Okay.
Well, you could probably make an argument that it's a form of hydraulics. I don't know. They're gas struts, and they're awesome.
No, you're right.
So anyway, so was that the comment you were referring to?
Yeah.
North Carolina Matt's getting a little too nice. I think Matt needs to go back to New York and then have some chicken police up there.
We also, so yeah, and Dahlia says they will mate. The bantams will mate.
Mm-hmm.
She said they'll surf on them. All right. So do you want to talk about what we can do to help chickens when it's really hot? Because it's hot everywhere in the country.
My
Sim.
God, is it hot?
Yeah, let's talk about that.
Chicken expert Kristen, how do you keep your hens cool?
I just give them shade and plenty of water, and then they dust bath. Actually, I did open up the area. I don't typically leave the area underneath my deck and my screened-in porch open. I usually close that off. But I did open that up when the weather gets really hot because they like that. It's very cool under there.
I like to give them ice in the water. That's why. Well, I have the pump running, but we have it on a timer, so it's not running all the time. So that works out well. So we're not wasting electricity. So we have the pump running through the. Oh my God, the chicken! I can't.
Here's one I saw, and I want to try this. And I would love if our listeners could try this. Take some pictures, videos, share it. Hashtag Carolina Coops, at Carolina Coops. Go to Carolina Coops Owner Forum, which, again, is no association with us. However, I did see an interesting TikTok, how to keep your hens cool. No.
Just a little.
Come on.
You might need a different shirt.
I thought they only defecate at night.
Yeah, no, 50% is at night. 50% is at Video Chicken Live.
Yeah, right.
So I saw a TikTok, and this makes sense. Okay, you take an empty milk jug, okay, 1 gallon, fill it up with water, freeze it. Okay, no big deal. Take that milk jug of frozen water outside, put it on the ground, and then take a towel, put the towel over the milk jug, spray the towel down with water, and I guess through convection, inductance, I don't know what the proper term is, but that coolness from the ice will spread through the water of that wet towel. Mm-hmm. And again, I don't know if this is real or not. We need to try this out for you viewers out there. Do it and let us know what you think. Next thing you know, on the TikTok video, all her chickens are just huddled and on top of this towel.
Well, Dahlia has a video, like, is an old, she called it a redneck air conditioner for chickens. And that was her words, not mine.
I like it.
And it was, you take like a cooler, or you can take some kind of box or whatever. It's the same type of thing where you take frozen jugs. Mm-hmm. You can use a fan, or you can just the condensation, the cool condensation off the jugs of water will cool them down, and they will find it and go near it.
So, but
check out her YouTube page for that.
I like to always go back to, since I've been building animal enclosures since I was a kid, I love to figure out, well, what do they do in nature? Mm-hmm. So, what do chickens do in nature?
They find shade and they find some cool dirt.
They dig down. I had a situation yesterday that my guys showed up. We got 3 road crews now. So happy. The one road crew showed up to Connecticut, and I'm proud of my guys stopping everything because they're like, dude, the landscaper here told the property manager to put down 6 inches of stone for the coop to sit on and inside the run.
Oh, no.
Is that,
Oh. Yeah. So, of course, I'm like, oh, dear God, no. What do you do? Well, our customers buy from us because they trust us. We're supposed to be the chicken experts. Then again, and they insist that this landscaper's like, that's how I do my coop. They absolutely love it. And they're not going to be able to free range. So here's just another case in point. And when they got to cool off, they're not going to dig through stone. They don't want to. And if they try to, they're going to cut their feet up. Then you're going to have bumblefoot. Don't put stone inside your run. Always go back and think about, what did chickens do before coops were invented? And that brings up another comment that I saw, and I did comment. I don't know if you guys saw it in the owner forum, is, do you put food and water inside the hen house? And to me, I was like, well, the hen house, in this case, is a tree house, if you will. But when chickens went up into the trees, were they eating? Were they drinking? No.
That's like eating chocolate chip cookies in bed.
Well, that's a different story.
Nothing wrong with that.
Okay. I have a bad feeling. Are we gonna do this every show?
What, the chickens?
Yeah, 117. Will we
It's
break
only
a
because
record?
you have a purse bantam on your shoulder.
That's the only reason. People are just wanting to see the chickens. We should do this more.
And they just want to see you get pooped upon.
How late in the summer can you have chicks? Would now be too late? Great question.
It's not too late, but it's not ideal. I would say do it if you really wanted to. You just have to make sure that they have plenty of supplemental lighting because the days are not long enough for them to grow healthy.
So Marion, I like to get
Yeah,
that question.
thank
She answered
you.
it twice. She asked it twice. My buff has gone broody. When I kick her off the nest, she starts to act like a roo, crows, and tries to mount her sisters. How do I break both these things and get my sweet Karen back? Yes, her name is Karen.
And sweet.
She's not the Karen that wants to see the manager. She's a very sweet chicken, apparently.
You okay?
He's sleeping.
So what do you recommend?
Yeah, come on, chicken expert. Now, that's a tough one. I wouldn't know. Because you say, hold on, let me pretend I'm going to know what you're going to say. Nothing, let him be until it stops.
I'm stumped. I've never seen a hen act quite like that.
Stumped.
Well, there are hens that crow, correct?
Right.
Oh, he was sleeping. I was trying to get a behind-the-scenes picture of him sleeping for Instagram. I have seen a hen act like a roo once, and it wasn't from when she was broody.
Yeah, that's just two extremes. The one extreme, she's trying to be a mother, and then the other extreme, she's being
Oh, careful.
male.
Careful. There's a rabbit hole. Careful. Don't.
it's
Abort.
just,
Abort. Okay, moving on.
I'm stumped on it. I'm sorry.
Okay.
What do you think, Ingrid?
Yeah, and I would love if our viewers out there, that's a good one. Let's look that up.
I'd give her time. I think she's going to come around.
Did I call it? Thank you.
Well, sometimes you can't. I mean, sometimes just by taking them off the nest isn't enough to break them.
It's probably worse. It's probably going to prolong it, right?
You could. Yeah, it definitely
Yeah.
can.
I was able to break Midge of that just by taking her off, but she was a little bantam. It was easier. She wasn't as violent as this one, apparently.
Ooh, I like Marvin's. Hello, Matt. I have a hill that the wife has the coop from you. I like it refers to the wife. You need to be able to better set it up on the hill for the chickens. All right, so, well, that's a long one. It is very possible. Did we touch on that on the video that we did, I don't know, a while ago now? Site prep. We have a great video, Marvin, on site prep.
Do we have video or we just have pages on site?
You did some amazing
They're pages, not videos.
slideshow
Okay,
of a
slideshow.
video of Video Chicken. That go back, watch that, and I bet you we talk a lot about what to do if you're on a hill
And there's visuals that will help.
in a video. If you watch the show, or
If you watch
okay.
the show is the video. It's not like a special video. You're confusing me. I'm thinking that I did a video that I didn't do.
That little hen on your shoulder really looks like she's happy.
A
Yeah.
lot of cities prohibit quacking ducks. Don't all ducks quack?
The
is
males
it-
whisper quack, but
The females are louder.
females honk and kind of like go,
How's that go?
I don't know. They kind of sound like they're laughing and honking at the same time.
Is it true that a duck's quack does not echo? Remember that one?
No.
I've never
Does
heard
not.
that.
Are people answering? What is it called when the rooster mates with a hen? In the actual impregnation. Maybe I'm not saying the question right.
Probably. A lot of things going.
Matt
back.
and I are going to fight about roosters, so go ahead. I'm kidding. I mean, go ahead, Ingrid. Let's read.
A lot of people think roosters just crow in the morning, which is also not true.
No,
That's
God,
another
they don't.
thing.
They
Yeah.
go all day long.
Yeah.
They
And
don't
in the middle of the
shut up.
night, too.
Oh, it's awful. Awful.
So Dustin Phillips says, I noticed all your roost bars are the same height. I know it's not really a question, but I guess he's used to stadium.
You can fit more in with stadium, but
Let me see the comment. I don't see the comment.
But we do that. Well, first of all, you have to be able
Can
to
you see it now?
fit.
Yes. Smart ass. Thank you.
Sorry.
There's less fighting if they're on the same same height, but
Yeah,
also you have to be able to fit your roost bars in that hen house with maximum ventilation and the doors opening and the chicken door and the egg hutch. So
Nitrogen load in the deep litter system.
yeah.
And then others will argue that it's wrong to have level roost bars. That there's actually more fighting because it doesn't help them easily establish the pecking order. That is the beauty of backyard chickens. Who's right? Who's wrong? I can just tell you.
And it doesn't matter if we decide who's right and wrong because the chickens always break their own rules.
Yeah, my nighttime and my coop is just ridiculous.
Are the
So
roost
I
bars
don't-
the same height to limit the fighting? I'm going to say yes.
It may.
I
I'm
don't
going to
know.
say yes.
There's
It
so
is
much fighting in my coop at night. It's ridiculous.
drama. I wouldn't say it's
Hen
fighting.
drama.
It's drama.
Hen drama. You know, and a benefit to roosters, so I've heard, and I'm gonna get killed for this one, but this is what I've heard, and in a way I've seen. The rooster does a good job keeping the drama down.
Anthony Dibna still says he doesn't have his ramp or his hemp yet.
Non, please get the code red out to the I bet you it is. If I mentioned it last week, get the code red out to them. I can't wait for them to get that ramp. Is the ramp on the website too now?
Yes, it is.
Thank you. Yeah, I want him to get it.
What was
because
that for?
Code red for Mr. Dibna. We had that ramp made so long ago. I just assumed it went out.
I don't know if it went out or not. I'm just making the note.
She's got a great money.
And hemp.
And hemp.
And
You,
I
you
want-
said it last week.
Yes,
that it
2
went
bales of hemp. This should have went out so long ago. 2 bales of hemp because they had a negative experience, which I have never seen, but I guess it could happen because, you know, we are working with organic products. She said it was our hemp, if I remember correctly, and that there was a bunch of fibers. And she literally sent me the picture, and I saw it. I was like, okay, I've never seen that before, but
I think the fibers would be good.
I knew you were about to say that.
know.
So, you know, and you did take some samples from last week's show, and you're going to do a test.
Yeah.
I got to get a picture of the dude sleeping.
He's just, he's
Just
perching.
chilling. Portrait mode too.
Dahlia wants your little frizzle rooster. He's so cute.
Oh boy. So it's already 1:02. Thank you guys for being here. Hope you're enjoying the show. 1:17. So the show is building. I can't thank you guys enough for that. Because I tell you, there was a time I was like, this is just not worth it. There's so much work that Ingrid does going into it. But I want to continue to
Thanks
grow
for
the
that.
show and then give us ideas for the show. I do want to get back out there, and I can't wait to get our coops out on the front yard, and we're gonna have a lot of fun with
We
that.
need a bug show.
Yes.
We are. I promise you guys, we are going to do that. We need to do proper prep because I wish
you
you
take
guys.
your bugging very
if-
seriously.
I do. And if you could see my.
Can you say that again, please?
Oh dear God, which part?
The proper prep. So satisfying. Never mind. Awkward silence, crickets. Carry on.
Wow, there's not a delay in what Nan's watching.
No.
It's because I don't want to get off on tangents, and I really want it to be simple but effective and understanding for our listeners. Because when it comes to pests, and I tell you, I see this on TikTok. You sent me a TikTok. This guy's driving me nuts.
Oh, a bug guy on
I
TikTok.
know what he's trying to say, but he's so wrong, and I don't want to be that guy. It's like, oh, you're wrong. He's wrong.
But you are going to be that guy.
Yes,
'Cause you.
and it's like, you know what? I've always wanted to start my own business and be an unbiased consultant for pest questions because I'm telling you, the salesmen in the world of pest control are trained, literally trained to sell their services using your fear. And that drove me nuts.
Didn't you say they came out with some sort of pesticide that worked too well? You
Oh, yeah.
weren't getting any callbacks?
Yeah, it works so damn well. It's why the honeybees are dying off, period. But DuPont won't admit it, period. It's awful. There is a product that when it came out, I'll never forget, it's called Termidor. And I tell you, you ever want to annihilate a social insect, okay, now there's the keyword social. Most people be like, what the hell does that mean? When you are an insect, like a spider, you're not social. You're going to hang out by yourself. But when you are an ant, a honeybee, and you have to, the communication is amazing. How these insects can communicate with each other, and honeybees are extremely social, and they need to be social to survive. They have got this product, so it is like the worst disease you can ever imagine. that it just annihilates them. And it was designed for termites because termites are very social, and they got to go back to the colony. They got to go back to the nest. And right when that stuff came out, all of a sudden honeybees just started dropping off everywhere. And it worked so well on termites, it also worked great on ants, and we weren't getting our emergency calls. So I'm telling you right now, I mean, again, I don't want to bore people with all this, but it's important to understand if we're dealing with a pest issue, it all starts with understanding the pest. So I want to do the show. I would love to do the show. I even want to do that show so much, I thought about bringing in some old colleagues or an old colleague that has nothing to do with chickens, but could relate to what I'm saying. And plus, I've been out of the industry for a while, but it's not complicated.
No, and they're not safe.
What's that?
Well, the pesticides. People say I think that the one thing that the pesticide companies say, well, ours are organic, ours are safe. They're fine for use around your pets and children and garden.
Well,
and I have an issue with that.
I'm going to disagree.
Okay.
I got to be careful. And I used to say this back then. It's not the pesticide. It's the person behind the trigger.
Okay.
I'm just going to say that. If the pesticides are used correctly according to the label in most situations, and yes, I can definitely I can understand where, like I'm talking about the Termidor, the transfer effect is so damn good, it's annihilating the honeybees, without a doubt. But I've seen with my own eyes that these exterminators, when they're not paid by the hour, they go in, commission, they're spray and pray, they hose these kitchens down, overusing the pesticides in ways that is disgusting. That is where it becomes harmful. So the insecticides in a bottle, a can. Come on now, is this you're trying to avoid? You know where I'm going with this. Sometimes it's the shooter, not the pesticide. That's all I'm gonna say.
Okay. Well, we can disagree. Chris asked, this is completely off subject, will the dry fit shirt design be available in cotton? I like the large Carolina Coops logo on the back.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, that one definitely should be in cotton.
I love the dry fit, though.
I know, but not everybody does.
No,
Yeah,
I got cotton shirts coming. I got the shop shirts. I got a lot of shirts coming.
Was the reason for that, though, because of the color? Did the color work better on the dry fit? I don't know how. I don't know.
You're exactly correct. With that particular shirt, it worked best on a synthetic dry fit shirt because that was not silk screened.
Okay.
When you do silk screen, it is much better on cotton. So it gets a little complicated. But yes, I am working on the merch. I haven't seen it on the website. I want to see it on the website.
Well, if I could do the screen share, but it just keeps sharing me, and I'm not up for that anymore.
Okay. All right. So moving on. Let's hammer through. So it's already 1:07. Don't skip anything that I like.
Is there something else that you were going to share, Matt?
That little girl on his shoulder is just like he was talking about the bugs, and the chicken was just like kind of like looking at him all like sweet and looking at his face. That's why I kept laughing. It was adorable.
Right. Lisa Haymaker. She has that video of the mama hens protecting their eggs from that snake. Did that ever? Is that on our website? Did we ever share that? That was a great video. Just nature at its best. Yeah. Oh boy, there's Matt with an exclamation point. There are so many sounds in the city that are louder than roosters and accepted as city ambiance.
Mm-hmm.
The sound of the rooster is the sound of a sustainable future. Oh, I agree.
That's great.
Yes.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say I couldn't agree more.
And my hens are noisy.
Yeah.
I just know that in the city,
especially if you don't feed them.
In the city, it is difficult to have chickens. You know, we've looked at rooftop coops, but it's 200 degrees up there and da-da-da. But outside the city, you know, where people have half acre, quarter acre, you're gonna upset some people. And they just don't look at it the same way. So
I have some, but when I had chickens, they're loud when they're squawking about they're alarmed by something, and then they'll all start doing the egg song. Oh my god. That was ridiculous. Oh my god. Okay, for those on the podcast, the frizzle rooster just jumped on Matt's shoulder.
So what happened
is
the frizzle rooster just proved to me that they prefer the rope wrap roost bar, even though there's feet on my shoulder. So that's what's really going on, instead of the smooth skin of Kristen's shoulder.
Yeah. No, he just had to poop, and he knew where to poop.
Is that why I feel a kind of awkward, warm spot?
No.
Okay, moving on.
I can't.
To cool my chickens' water, I freeze water in 16-ounce cylinder takeout container and plop 1 or 2 in the water.
Yep.
Yeah.
I do that.
Just
I
makes
use
sense, yeah.
actually. I said this before. I use like a loaf pan that you would do like banana bread or something like that, and I just put 2 of those in the freezer and I just stick that in the water. I also give them watermelon with water and ice in. I have an old like roaster pan. Even though it's ironic that I got it at the thrift store, I fill that up because Kristen had said to me early on that they don't want their food to get all dirty. So if you put it in something, it doesn't, they don't scratch and get the watermelon all full of dirt and stuff. So I put it in a container like that, and they seem to like it.
I don't know what in the world's going on over my shoulder.
They're having a little party over there.
I'm getting hated on. It's not that I hate roosters. I just want to be clear so we don't confuse
It
people.
is a controversial subject.
It is. Listen, I love how beautiful a rooster is. For me personally, I don't want him terrorizing my hens. I love. All of a sudden, I just had images of Home Alone 2 with the lady with the pigeons.
How many chickens?
How many chickens can we put on Matt? Just put it right on top of the headset.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
I did think about that. It is like a perch up there.
Oh my gosh.
Wait, it's getting cut off. I have to go right to.
Yeah, we need to zoom in on that.
Well, you got the same shot, so that's not gonna.
Nope,
all right.
nope.
Well,
That's pretty good. Now he's got one on his head.
Not now.
what is going on?
Nope.
I got it, Ingrid.
All right, you figure it.
You just do it. Wonderful, Ingrid, everyone. Okay, so
All right, here we
moving on to the comments.
I just want everyone to see the
D-E,
roosters on
D-E,
here.
D-E, diatomaceous earth. That's another big thing that we need to talk about because there's a huge misunderstanding about diatomaceous earth. However, I want to say I learned a lot. And maybe that should be someone we should bring on as Dr. Crespo. She confirmed, and this did not make any sense to me initially, and it's only because of my training with desiccants, which DE basically is.
Mm-hmm.
She said by using DE in the food that it actually helps with parasites. And I didn't understand how, because that's the thing about pesticides. You got to actually understand how it actually kills and works.
So what are you saying? So DE, yes, no.
I can't get into all that now. Yes, we have tried dipping the metal edge. We have actually dipped the metal edge in Blackjack rubber coat number 57. Okay, well, not that particular one, but we have experimented with that, and it wouldn't stay on. And then the manufacturer says, "Oh, that null and voids the warranty." It's just, I can't win, I tell you, with that edge of that metal. But I have a solution that is going to work beautifully. But so thank you for the suggestion, though. Hold on, who was that? I tell you what. Joel, thank you. We're going to try that. If you are correct and we love it, you just got yourself a free shirt. If it doesn't work, then next time, better luck.
You get nothing.
Yeah, absolutely. But if that's what I mean. If that actually works, send that man a hoodie. Absolutely. Jack rubber coat number 57. I mean, that's a guy that probably knows what he's talking about. I love it. You're going to write that down, Ingrid?
Well,
I love it. You can hear the paper shuffling, getting the pen ready.
No.
How
I
are
was-
you even able to concentrate with all those chickens all over you?
I don't even know. I can't even.
I'll be honest with you. I completely forgot they were even on me. What about a misting system? So we need to also experiment with the misting system. We talked about that with a customer in Arizona. I can't remember if that Coop actually. Someone is going to dump on my bald spot. I feel it coming. That's
I
the.
can hose you off.
I'm gonna squat and poop on this. Evaporation lowers temps. Yeah, exactly. So the misting system, I think, is actually a good idea. Things that once we get our coops,
Even in the high humidity.
Yeah, because it's very humid here.
well, we're maybe not so much here, but we are going to experiment with it. However, in the dry area, I feel it can work well, but we got to be careful. And don't forget, too, if you've never been out to the desert at night, it is freezing.
Yeah.
So people are agreeing with the watermelon. The watermelon is great. Mine also like cantaloupe. The great thing is that I grow watermelon, so if I pick one and it's not ripe, I can just cut it and give it to the girls. But yeah, they like that. I like to make sure that I always have nice, cool water for them.
What is it called? The actual mating. I don't think I'm using the words right. I can't believe not. I'm glad people are not cheating. I figured someone would definitely have gone to Google by now. What is that called? It's.
I don't think you're explaining it, so I don't know how people can Google it without getting
the actual insertion of the
What
the,
is it?
the
I'm
male
getting really kind of
the
uncomfortable.
male penis, I believe, actually doesn't even enter the vents
This is just getting worse.
of the. Well, I just want to know if anyone knew that. Ooh, we got another hey
So
Matt.
what is it?
Hold on, we got another hey Matt. It is one colloquial kiss.
Is that what it's called?
Yes. Hey Matt. So we are using your building ideas and videos to build our own coop and run. We are in Texas, and on day 34 of our 100 degrees and 56 days without rain, needless to say, we are taking lots of breaks. Our 6 chickens are the house since the coop's not finished. Love Carolina Coops. Well, thank you. Best of luck. I hope you're learning lots. Yeah, Texas got a major heat spell too.
Yeah.
All right, so moving on. Okay, go ahead, Ingrid.
Why? I have nothing.
Ooh.
Whoa. All right. So yeah, you're just in awe of the chicken.
I'm so distracted by the chickens.
Really?
I really
I
am.
honest to God, I forgot about it again.
I think bantams just generally are more calm and friendly.
Yes, he hasn't
What do you
crowed
think?
once.
What do you think, Ingrid?
I do. I wish I had another one, but I don't know how to introduce one, and I
Right.
don't know that it would work the way I want it to work. I want a friend for Midge.
For the hutch roof only, use a fiber infused with asphalt corrugated panel. This would be safer for people hitting the edges and shouldn't cut. Now, let me be clear. Okay, and again, I'll be honest. I've only had one incident where that actually happened, and it was still not our fault. And it was whatever. It's not as easy to do as you guys may think. If it was that big of an issue, we would be doing something different. And I've looked at all kinds of different options. But the only one that we have seen semi-work is the automotive door edge trim. But what happens is it traps the water and it doesn't stay on. So there's problems to everything. It's just like inventing a chicken coop.
All right, you're gonna have to go without me for a second
Why?
because I need to take a break.
Okay. Ingrid is. Oh, so hey, it's free game, Kristen. It is game. Oh,
Or it's like we're unsupervised.
The teacher's leaving.
I'm very quick though.
No, don't be quick. Hold on. All right. So what do you guys want to talk
Do you
about,
feel
folks? Anything
uneven?
at all?
I feel like that one needs to go on the other shoulder.
I
maybe I'll put 'em-
feel
put
like
'em
the
back
lady
on
in
my
Home
shoulder.
Alone 2 right now. Oh, there's Mackenzie. I want to say what is so bad, but I don't want to ruin it. Oh, I want to say it. Okay, so we're probably getting caught up on the colloquial kiss. I
Yeah,
gave away the
yeah.
answer. I had a feeling she probably knew too, because Evan brought that up. He was like obsessed with it. It was kind of strange. It's pretty awesome that hens can reject a rooster's breeding attempt after the fact.
Ooh,
Really? Just push it on out? Is that what's going on?
I don't know.
They can just
Look at that rooster just jumped right over to your other arm.
they can just reject the baby batter from the roosters? Is that what's going on? All right, Ingrid's gone. What do you want to talk about? Did you understand what I meant about the pesticides?
Yes, I did.
Did everyone else understand out there? Is that going to be okay? Question. So I love that. If you guys have a question, you definitely want us to get to it. Right question. How far from the henhouse door should the roost bar be? I just got crapped on.
Where?
I feel like the Plinko board on Price is Right all of a sudden.
Let me see.
And it went right into the $10,000 slot.
No, I don't see anything.
No.
Oh no, there is a little on your head.
I just felt it on my back. It's warm and oh, God. Kristen, why do you, right on the bald spot, it's smearing.
No, actually,
You smeared it.
It's just a tiny.
Now it feels,
It's a tiny bantam.
now it feels cool and cold.
Yeah, you're fine.
No, and it's on my back. All right, come on now. Oh, I have such a weak stomach. I ain't going to lie to you.
Did it poop on his head while I
Yes.
was gone?
Yeah, I
Yes.
missed
Oh, I
it.
missed the pooping on the head.
How far from the henhouse door should the roost bar be? I'll tell you, here's why that's an important question. Because a lot of the chickens we see hop up from the chicken door opening up to the roost bar. And I
Roll
can
down your back.
This
over
one's
there.
about to poop right now. Look at this. He's getting ready. He's pushing. Okay. What's going on here, Kristen? Why is he shaking his tail? Uh-huh.
He's
about
shaking his moneymaker.
his moneymaker. This show is just not going to make it, is it? All right.
This
So,
one's
I
happy.
have a question. Do people
Please.
like chickens on pooping on Matt, or Matt trying food that he's never eaten before?
Probably both. Oh, don't even think about
what's
it.
growing in your garden, Ingrid?
Yeah.
Oh, I got some stuff coming.
Yeah, now you guys are going to be like, oh, here, Matt, eat this. Well, you have chickens on you.
Ooh, we'll save that for sweeps week.
Yeah. My neighbor is growing loofahs.
I am
hell's
too,
that?
but
The
that
little scrubby things.
yeah.
They grow on a vine.
Mine started too late.
Well, we
Best
could use
chicken
one of those
products
right
for
now
backyard chicken owners.
to clean up Matt.
I think that's a suggestion for the show. Yes, you know what? And we have.
Oh, that is a good suggestion.
It is. And we have
Thank
had.
you, Farmer Brad.
Yes. We have had companies ask us to sponsor their product. And I do want to do that, but only if we really do like it. I'm not going to agree to something if I don't like it. I can tell you that much. So we should do that.
Oh, okay, now the smell is coming here.
What are your go-to
I don't
for
know where that's
mites
coming
to get
from.
rid of them and prevent them? So white B68, yeah, mites is a big one. I don't want to get into all that because, again, there's different types of mites, so you got to treat it differently. There are so many people here today. That is correct. Thank you so much for sharing the show. Okay, so Ingrid's going to take it over because my hand can't move and she's controlling the mouse. What are you doing?
What am I doing?
with this?
Yeah.
Like,
Repeat until layered.
You're
Yeah,
such
I
a
get it.
fidgeter.
It's like making a candle. He says to keep repeating it. It's like making a candle. Did you guys ever do that when you were kids? The old school candles, you just keep dipping it and then it cools and you dip it again.
No.
Yeah, and that's exactly what we did, and it wouldn't stick to the metal, but we never used that particular product.
What's a good way to reduce flies around the chicken coops?
What kind of flies?
The
House flies, stable
the flies
flies,
that like
cluster
to poop.
flies. So bottle flies. There's so many different species of flies. Let's just say the general house fly. And notice you did not do your video. But to answer that question, okay, what is a good way to reduce the flies around your chicken coop? People are not going to like this answer, and then other ones are going to love it. Do you know what I'm about to say? How to reduce flies around your chicken coop. And you already gave the answer. Use a deep litter system. Have a solid roof run. Prevention. Pests. To stop pests is all about prevention. You can't prevent them if you don't understand what they're looking for. You have to understand their food source. You have to understand where they want to mate and lay eggs and reproduce. There comes the porn sites. Here we go.
Oh, that's
So
a
I
little
hope
late. That's a little late.
Yeah, so it's not true. It's by algorithm. Yeah.
When you came to my house, you noticed that when I had the melon out for the chickens, that's where the flies were. So the flies are
Right.
going for the decaying food, the rotting food, or the food out there. They're not really going for the chickens.
Moisture.
Why would you put that up there when there's all the porn
Because
sites?
there is a great question from
Okay.
Jim Mack.
Then let's bring that in like this. Okay?
Well, thank you. Any experience with impacted sour crop? I have a 14-week-old chick. At 14 weeks old, are they still considered a chick? With crop blown up to the size of a tennis ball. We tried, someone's going to fall. Someone's jumping. What's going on? Weird. Very weird. We tried water, only 24 hours, yogurt for 3 days, coconut, no luck. This reminds me of a customer we had where their hen had, okay, flying phlegm just went onto my microphone. It wasn't from me. They had to give their hen a bra to keep the crop in.
Yeah.
Huh.
He also said that he tried regurgitating. Like you can try to empty the crop, like empty empty the water or something on it. I don't. I mean, this is like a vet question for me. I don't mean you can massage it.
No, a lot of people new to chickens see the full crop at the end of the day and think something's wrong.
That's true.
Yeah.
Can someone get rid of the emoji
it's not.
bomber? Who's the emoji bomber? Is that who I think it is? I'm reporting them. So distracting.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, folks. That has nothing to do with us. That's just the day we live in.
Well, we need a moderator.
Any suggestions on how to keep black snakes out of the hen house? Yes, make it so they can't get in there. Has a lot to do with the construction. I can tell you we have learned some things we've had to add, like the ridge cap screen. So if you got a chicken coop out in the woods, which I love, your black snakes, a lot of times they're going to get access to the roof from above coming down the trees. But that's why we have the ridge cap screen. So keep in mind, a lot of people ask us, well, what about the half-inch hardware cloth? Can't snakes get in there? Yes, juveniles can, and that's free snake food or free chicken food. The snake has to be big enough to eat the eggs. So the thickest part of their body has to be, just for sake of easy, I'm gonna say 2/3 of the width of the egg, if that makes sense. The thickest part of the snake's body they can eat. If it's, I got to work on that one. I don't know how to explain. I know what I'm trying to say. The food can be 1.5 times the size of the thickest part of their body. That's what I'm trying to say. I work in Westchester town that allows, and I live in a boarding town that allows no chickens at all. Meanwhile, summer fireworks weekly in the county park. Wow. Okay. Yeah, it's getting crazy. We got a new bot there. Have you guys? What's going on with Mueller's Coop? Oh my God, my shirt's that bad. All right, everything's falling apart here. All right, so Ingrid, I just saw someone did actually answer it. Colloquial kiss, Lisa Haymaker. Of course you would know. It's a colloquial kiss. So that must have been, I'm not sure if that was around where I answered it. But all right, so let's get through the rest of these questions and comments. I hope you guys have enjoyed today's show of the torture of Matt with the chickens. Ingrid, Kristen, I love that you brought these chickens in. I think our viewers have loved it as well. I still feel like I'm being pooped on terribly right now.
It'll be in your dreams tonight.
This will make a good thumbnail though for the end of the show. So
It's all about the thumbnail. Edge bind works great on metal edges. Warm it in the sun. It molds around the edge and stays in 90 degrees. All right, write that one down too. I never heard of edge bind.
Edge bind.
Yes.
So I mean, I think that isn't a lot of the stuff is going to have the same problem where you don't want to trap moisture in there. Correct. Edge bind.
Yeah, and Tony Dibna's right. Like my father, same thing. You can look at my father's skin now, and it'll cut. His skin is so thin from all the blood thinners. That's a good point. I would love to solve that. I definitely would love to solve it. Kristen, where did you get that purse?
Maddie gave this to me. She found it at a thrift store, I believe.
It's
a Vera Bradley.
Wow, that is a great purse. I mean, I'm not in the purses, but I can tell you, if you are a chicken person, that's pretty cool. You got a bunch of eggs. You got the chickens on it. Mm-hmm. Now,
I had a friend make me a chicken bag like that for my birthday. Aww. The chicken fabric.
We love our chicken swag.
Yeah.
Yes, we need to get this all on the website. I always wanted to start our own merch shop. I still want to do it out in the Blue Room, but that's probably going to change. And then we can. This isn't hard to make. That'd be a lot of fun.
Greetings from Germany.
Oh, wow, we're about to sell a bunch of Coops to Germany. That was an interesting call. You ever had to work with people overseas, in Europe especially?
Half my family was from Europe.
Why is it that if you're going to have a 10-minute conversation, 8 minutes is a hello, a minute and 40 seconds is actually what you need to talk about, and then the remaining 20 seconds is a goodbye? Like, not even that. It's so weird. Everyone that I've talked to over there, it's like
What are you saying?
Is that a good chicken poop? I mean, that looks pretty good. That looks pretty good.
So what are you saying about people in Europe? I don't understand.
I'm trying to make sure I understand, because they must think we're being rude because they end the conversation so quick. I was like, what did I say wrong?
Oh, I thought you were saying that the
hello.
hello.
No, my mom used to do that too.
Oh,
her goodbyes were very it seemed like abrupt. I think that's just a cultural thing.
I know. I've been told that I do that.
My mom did that, and she was from Norway.
Yeah. Anyways, all right. Well, we got 2 minutes. We got a big 1:30 today.
What's that?
We have a little surprise for you guys, just to see some of the things that we're working on to continue getting the best scoop for the best price. A little surprise for you guys. I can't talk about it, but I just want to let you guys know they're probably already here. They're probably out there in the lobby watching the show, laughing like crazy. I can't wait to see what they're bringing to help make sure that we can continue to best scoop for the best price. I don't know how else to put it right now. Any thoughts on First Saturday Lime? Make sure we make notes of that.
Yeah, you know what? I have to contact them. I want to try that out.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to recommend something that we don't try. We're very big on that.
Yeah.
And when we get our chicken coop here, we can try it.
Yeah.
We'll have our own testing facility.
Diatomaceous earth kills parasites in people. Why not chickens? Yes, that is correct. I was surprised to hear that. According to Dr. Crespo, she explained how it does work on the inside walls, so the parasites cannot cling on to the intestines. So that was pretty interesting. Hello, I'm late, but I'm here. Well, thank you for showing up, BJ Feast. All right. Got that like button. Question, have you raised your own insects to feed the chickens? I have not. I want to. We had the inventor on, I don't know how many shows ago, of the one where I love that he invented the soldier fly larva breeding bucket, so check that out.
So Dahlia had a comment for Jim about the sauerkraut crop, which was massage that crop and give them yogurt or egg with some olive oil. It might take a few days, but the massage is so important.
Really?
Which is what I've heard, too, to kind of keep it moving.
Jimmy, chicken math is real. Chicken math is so real, so real, so real. Okay. So many great comments. I can't thank you guys enough for being here. I hope you have a wonderful weekend. Kristen and Ingrid, thank you for joining us. Nan, thank you for getting back. I can't wait to go see this refrigerator that's going to make rapid fire ice.
Yay, ice.
So will I see you guys next week? Are we doing a show next week?
Do I have a choice?
Yes.
Let's do the bug show.
Yeah, we're gonna. I guess if Ingrid does she have a choice? Next week, I believe we're gonna try to do the bug show. So please,
and I can bring in bugs and more chickens.
Please,
We can see them.
bring in bugs.
Please submit your questions so that Ingrid sees them regarding bugs, insects, pests in general. Let's say. And we're going to meet Wednesday. We're going to make sure that we do a really good show with slideshows because that's going to be tough for me. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm going to do the best I can, but I want it to be worth our listeners' time. And you got to remember, I've been out of the industry for a while. They might have some new products.
You might have to do some homework.
I do.
I
got
got to figure out which bugs you want. I don't know how to identify the bugs.
Right, because the point is the insects have not changed. And I'm not a big pesticide person. I'll be honest with you.
Well, good.
It serves its purpose. You know, one of my favorite questions is, do we know what the most dangerous animal is on this planet? That would be a lot of fun. That should be a quiz and see if anyone gets it. But me?
No, I mean humans.
Humans? Most people say that, and that is not true.
Is it the cockroach?
Hippopotamus.
You guys haven't heard me answer this. You've been around long enough. The most dangerous animal on this planet. You wouldn't believe it. Maybe we'll talk about it for the next show. Well, now you just ruined it, yes, because my face just gave it away. It's a mosquito. It is a mosquito, believe it or not. So the point to that is a lot of people can make the argument because of malaria. If it wasn't for, certain pesticides, a lot of us would be dead. So anyways, all right. Thank you guys for being here. Hope you enjoyed the show. You guys have a wonderful weekend. We will see you next week. Later.